Iraq economic news and points to ponder late Thursday evening, May 23, 24. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Nazar Mohammed Salah, increased bank lending activity increases growth and prosperity. Al Sabah yesterday, Wednesday, the Prime Minister's advisor for financial affairs, Nazar Mohammed Salah, identified 3 benefits and advantages of bank credit, while noting that the increase in bank lending activity increases growth rates and economic well-being. Salah said to the Iraqi news agency, INA, "The function of credit, in its monetary and pledged forms, is one of the most important aspects of banking activity in spreading a sound financial system, so bank credit, or granting bank loans specifically, is the vital financial tool that banks use to provide the required cash liquidity and financing the economic activity of individuals and companies." He added, the feasibility of bank credit lies in several main economic and social aspects, including: first, supporting small and medium enterprises, as bank credit plays an important role in financing small and medium enterprises, and at the same time helps in generating new job opportunities, stimulating innovation, enhancing economic and social growth, and raising growth rates in the incomes of individuals and projects. He pointed out that stimulating economic growth can only be achieved by mobilizing the necessary funds for economic activities to expand the businesses of individuals and projects, noting that bank credit enhances economic activity and increases the level of productivity and investment rates, whether in the industrial, real estate, commercial, agricultural, or other fields. He continued, secondly, granting loans helps encourage saving, as bank credit activity is linked to increasing bank savings rates for the public through higher bank deposit rates, as banks provide distinct savings or savings accounts to customers who will use their borrowing or credit products. He continued, thirdly, bank loans have an effective role in organizing financial resources among real activities within the overall economy and meeting the needs of productive sectors for financing in order to create capital accumulation by investing in real assets. However, bank credit, or granting bank loans, also meets the needs of individuals to generate benefit. Bank credit allows them to access financing to purchase residential real estate, transportation, or to cover educational or medical expenses, which improves the standard of living. He pointed out that, the greater the activity of lending or bank credit, the greater the economic activity and the higher the rates of growth and economic well-being, provided that these activities do not conflict with the overall objectives of monetary policy in achieving stability in the general level of prices and combating monetary inflation, and that they do not conflict with the policy of high employment in the labor force and promoting economic growth rates. Statement issued by the Presidency of the Anti-Money Laundering and Terrorist Financing Council. May 22, 2024. Statement issued by the Presidency of the Anti-Money Laundering and Terrorist Financing Council. The Middle East and North Africa Financial Action Task Force, MENAFATF, at its general meeting, held in the Kingdom of Bahrain for the period from the 19th to the 23rd of May 2024, approved the Mutual Assessment Report for the Republic of Iraq, which reflects its great commitment to applying international standards to combat money laundering and the financing of terrorism. The report issued by the organization highlighted the ability of the committed system to combat money laundering and terrorist financing in Iraq, and the great efforts made by the state in combating these crimes, in accordance with solid international standards. The report stressed understanding the risks of money laundering and terrorist financing, and the effectiveness of implementing measures to combat these crimes, including international cooperation and confiscation of proceeds of crime, as well as investigation and prosecution. The Presidency of the Anti-Money Laundering and Combating the Financing of Terrorism Council takes advantage of the opportunity to extend sincere thanks and appreciation to His Excellency the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable President of the Judicial Council for the support they provided to raise the evaluation process, as well as to extend its thanks to the members of the Anti-Money Laundering and Terrorist Financing Council and the Anti-Money Laundering and Terrorist Financing Office. Money and terrorist financing, and all judicial and governmental bodies and all formations of the Central Bank of Iraq, which have contributed and worked over the past 2 years to provide the evaluation requirements in a way that reflects The real reality of effective judicial and government procedures in developing the system to combat money laundering and terrorist financing. Ali Mohsen Ismail, chairman of the Anti-Money Laundering and Terrorism Financing Council, governor of the Central Bank of Iraq, advisor to the Prime Minister, highlights the importance of bank credit in strengthening the economy. May 22, 2024, Baghdad, Iraq. Observer Today, Wednesday, advisor to the Prime Minister for Financial Affairs, Mazhar Mohammed Salah, identified three main benefits of bank credit, stressing that increasing bank lending activity raises growth rates and economic well-being. Salah explained, bank credit is a vital financial tool for providing liquidity and financing economic activity to individuals and companies. He pointed out three main benefits of bank credit, which are that it contributes to financing it, generating job opportunities, stimulating innovation, and promoting economic and social growth. It is linked to an increase in bank savings rates through an increase in bank deposits, as banks provide distinct savings accounts. It also contributes to meeting the needs of productive sectors and financing the purchase of real estate and educational and medical expenses, which improves the standard of living. Salah added that increased lending activity enhances economic activity and raises growth rates and prosperity, provided that it does not conflict with the goals of monetary policy and economic stability. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.